We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I know y'all got canceled last week. Looked like
well,
even though you got canceled,
yeah.
we got a couple of things to go over too. But what happened on the cancellation?
Just
anyway?
the weather forecast it looked so bad for Thursday that we decided we'd go ahead and cancel ahead of time.
Yeah.
So the guys that come in for driving from Ennis and Dallas and everywhere would make a trip for nothing. So.
Yeah.
But maybe we're done with that for the year.
Well, that'd be good.
Yeah, it would.
We're gonna have one of the Hobie tournament girls call in this morning. We're gonna talk with her and about the tournament next week.
Okay.
They're all pumped about it and they're excited about coming down and
They picked a good time.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Well, and I imagine you'll have some questions, or they may have some questions for you too, and we'll let them ask what they want to do. And if their tournament allows, I don't know how much they can ask, or
That's true.
There's no telling. But I got a note from her this morning, and I put her on Facebook. Had a picture of her, and so anyway, that's coming up. But Mike McWhorter, do you know Mike McWhorter?
Oh,
You do? You fished with him, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, he and his wife and his brother-in-law and another fella came by this weekend. They were fishing Martin Creek, and I had a long conversation last night with them at Whataburger in Liberty City, so just seemed like really nice people, and they were fishing Martin Creek down there, and I got to talk with him a little bit about Martin Creek, and said there wasn't any grass in the discharge, but there is some grass out there on that lake, so it is coming back some, unless they tamper with it again.
Well, it's been a long time since there's been any grass on in the hot water.
Well, that's what I didn't remember a lot of grass in there anyway.
That one time, way back yonder, there was lots of grass, but it all died off probably 20 years ago, as far as I can tell.
And that wasn't even, I don't know if that was even spraying. That was it's just natural.
Something happened, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, he came by, and I mean, like I say, we don't sell advertising or anything, but I thought I'd highlight he's a nice guy, and he looks like he got a good looking business there at Clown Company, and they make caps and t-shirts there in Mesquite, so if anybody needs something like a t-shirt or bag, or I think they could do just about anything you wanted to, but they had a great time, and I sat down with them for about an hour drinking while they were eating while I was drinking coffee, so but I just thought I'd show some folks that do come around here and actually visit us here, and next time he comes through, he's going to come by the house, I think, and I'll give him the grand tour of the chicken ranch.
There you go.
And
so I noticed your neighbor closed down.
They did. They shut the doors. I don't know what's going on with that. I understand they're putting in a place downtown Longview. I don't know what's going to happen with the old Romeos next door to us over here. I have mixed feelings about it. And in one part, I'm kind of glad they did, and in another part, I really kind of hate it because you hate to see the place go down. And I know the girl in the back there that owns the place. I'm sure she'd like for somebody to be in there. I don't know how you feel a vacancy like that, if you got a business like that. And one of these days I may need to know, because we may need to do something with this place, But
Mike is probably going to do our shirts for our bass club.
Oh, okay.
LFA,
okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, him and his wife both, they're just as good as they could be, and he was talking about how he'd fished with you before right there on, I think it was around, they got a place close to Hurley, I think, over there.
Well, it's just barely, when you cross the lake on 154, you immediately turn right to go to his house.
Okay.
He's just barely across the 154 bridge on the north end.
Yeah, all right. At any rate, something that some people may not be aware of, that we got. I always get these alerts about the cubic feet going through the dam down there, and you can go. There's a place you can go if you want these alerts, and you can tell them whether you want it on your phone or you want it on your PC, and you pick the spot, and on whichever lake that they've got, and there's links in here that you can go to if you want to get on this. You send them an alert here with that, and that's one picture. And let me pull up another one that may be a little bit more. Here's another one that's a little bit more technical about, like if you want to be to sign up for the notification.
Right.
You go to USGS's site and you click in here, and it'll give you options about whether you want your email address, your mobile phone, or whatever. And one thing I did find that I've actually been looking for a long time for, this gives you the actual elevation.
Water data for Texas, just waterdatafortexas.org.
Waterdatafortexas.org. There you go.
Gives you a chart that gives you today, yesterday, and goes back through.
Wow, okay. Well, that's exactly what you need right
And
there.
right here, it's got a chart.
Yeah.
Going like
I
that.
like that even better than this.
And it's got every lake in the state on it.
Okay, wonderful.
Waterdata.org. Waterdatafortexas.org.
Okay,
And
on with
it
that.
gives you hour by hour. Too.
Wonderful, wonderful.
If you wanted that.
Well, a lot of times your strategy, you go by how much water's coming out of that dam or not coming out.
That's right.
That makes a big difference sometimes.
So what this doesn't give you is discharge. Now, I guess it does kind of left-handed when you look at the hour by hour, the instantaneous. You see that it is rising or
I've got these emails set up on like 1 foot changes. And so it sends me pretty quickly, and that tells you cubic feet per second. And that'll tell you, I mean, like 25 is not very much coming through there, but 2,000 is it gets on up. I think it's up maybe 6,000, maybe the largest that they've ever discharged. I could be wrong about that, but that's just kind of shooting from the hip. But at any rate, that's what it is. So that might be helpful for somebody out there that actually, would like to know that. Now, we're going to give this young lady here a call and see what they've got going over there on this tournament next week. All right, anyway, we got Christa Hibbs on the phone, and she's fishing this tournament, this Hobie tournament, the kayak tournament next week. And so anyway, it looks like a pretty neat thing. I've got your picture up here, and we're going to just talk with you a little bit about what your plans are and just how you ever got into this. And Bob's here.
Good morning, Christa.
Hi there, Bob. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. Okay, who's first?
Well, what do you think, Christa? How'd you get in this?
I guess probably about 10 years ago. Started fishing out of a bass boat, actually, just doing a lot of little local jackpot stuff here in Arkansas. And the kayak stuff started coming on pretty strong probably about 5 years ago. A lot of little groups got together, started having little jackpots, little weekend tournaments, and it's slowly grown into a huge group and a huge following of tournament anglers now, just all over the United States. So we've gone from little events to now some top elite nationwide events, and big companies have become more involved, and just really it's just changing each year from what I've seen, especially from where we started. A lot more people, and it's really good. It's really interesting too, because we're able to meet a lot of really neat people across the United States that probably would have never had the opportunity to meet in a different scene other than this. So
I bet. How many tournaments?
I've enjoyed it.
How many tournaments you guys do a year? Do you have a total on that about, or?
Yeah, we do a lot. We're this year we're getting more involved on the national level, so we're traveling a little bit more. But we do our home local tournaments too. We usually have around 7 or 8 of those a year, local. And then we're traveling, I think we're traveling out to 5 this year. All the way, we're visiting Texas twice, Oklahoma, Kentucky Lake, and Chickamauga later in the year.
Wow.
So we're venturing out a little bit further than we normally do. But that's what Hobie's really stepping up. Last year was their first year to bring this national scene tournament level traveling like they are. And then this year, they put another outstanding schedule out. So we're trying to hit all those that we can and still kind of take care of home at the same time.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to hit them all, but
so
we just try to do a lot of planning.
Have you got any sponsors yet? I was looking at that Trinity. Is that one of your sponsors? That
very, very excited. I just got asked to be part of the Trinity fishing team. That's a local group that's here in Arkansas. Trinity Fishing makes custom rods, which there might be some pictures. I know on Trinity Fishing's Facebook page, there's some pictures of those rods, for example. I think that picture, I'm not sure which picture is up right now, but the one I shared to my Facebook page has some pictures of those rods in there, but just outstanding rods, all custom made, for the angler, what they prefer, what their preference is, what they like or don't like. The grips are kind of unique on those. You'll notice it has that kind of putter style handle on the bottom of it. But what you can feel with those is amazing. Because I'm trying to strengthen my jig fishing and things of those sorts. Where sometimes what you feel is a little critical, and we just went yesterday actually for a little while messing around with them, and I was very happy with them. But I was real happy to have the invite to be able to be part of that team.
Well, I bet.
Besides our local sponsors, that's my personal one.
Okay. Well, I see a lot of more sponsors in the future. I'm sure. I mean, you guys.
I would love to. I'd love to be able to work with. There's so many great organizations out there. It would be wonderful to be able to be a part of anything like that.
Yeah. Well, now have you guys fished fork before, or is this your first time?
Yeah, we have. This will be our first time fishing at this time of year. We've always ended up hitting it usually in the fall. Last year we hit it, I think it was around June is when that event was. This will be our 6th time being at Fort. So we're real excited about it being this time of year. We'll be there in 2 weeks, and then we'll be back again in March. So it's the chance, because this is an amazing fishery. So to have the opportunity to even be around fish of that caliber is amazing compared to some of the places we have up here in Arkansas. Texas is just an awesome place to fish, much less just going to Fort, because people travel from all over the world to get to go there. So we're very excited to get to come down there and visit again.
I know that this year when I was doing my website, I noticed that BASS has got some kayak events, which is new, and the Bass Nation's got a series of kayak tournaments on it too, so I was interested to see
that's the one that's coming in March. This is the first year with that series, and I believe that's just a one-day event for that one. The Hobie is a Saturday and a Sunday, but the Bass, that'll be really neat because that's only the Saturday event.
Yeah.
I know we'll be sharing the water with the Major League guys. I believe they're there visiting the same weekend, so that'll be really kind of neat to see those guys flying around the lake.
Right. Well, you're here at a good time of the year, because I was thinking this morning, my 3 biggest fish out of Lake Fork have all come the latter part of February down through the years. So,
that's great.
You could
each time we've been, I've always caught a nice fish, but it'll be a different frame of mind this time, going into the pre-spawn phase. So it'll be really neat to see.
Now, you guys chart these fish, is that correct? I mean, that you measure them and y'all turn them loose right there. You don't try to take them back to the bank. Is that how that goes?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to the Major League guys. They weigh them right then and they'll throw them out. Well, we measure them. So we do catch photo release the night before the tournament. Everybody is given a unique identifier and that they have to keep on themselves. And they have their boards checked. That way there's no discrepancies or anything that may, anyone that tries to not play by the rules, but they try to eliminate all that as they can the night before. Get everybody in check, everybody on the same page, and then, you'll take off the next morning at first cast. And so it's our best 5. You use your unique identifier and your measuring board, and there's specific rules for how to take the picture correctly. And then that picture is uploaded to the tournament management website, and there's a judge on the other side of that that's got just amazing software now that's out there where they can actually view that fish and write down, major details to make sure it's the right measurement, make sure all the rules are being followed correctly. And then those are now people at home, can watch that also. It's like a live leaderboard that those fish get uploaded to, and a director's on the other side judging those fish. You can kind of check on it as the angler, through the day yourself to kind of see where you're getting on the standings.
Yeah. Well, that sounds wonderful. Now, your tournament starts the 22nd. Is that right? Is that the first day?
Let's see. Yes, that'll be the 22nd, and the 23rd. The last day is Sunday.
Sunday.
The day 2 of fishing will be all day Sunday, and then they'll do the awards and prizes following that. I think it says 5 o'clock for the award ceremony at the headquarters
Okay.
on the 23rd.
Y'all are going down to Lake Fork Marina, are you not? Or
Yeah, Lake Fork Marina is the host lodging site for us, and then the event headquarters for this is going to be the Lynx Land-In
Lynx
Event Center
Land-In.
building is where they're going to have the awards at.
Oh, okay.
you'll
It
enjoy
looks like
it.
that's 285 Private Road, 5980 in Eunice is where the event headquarters is going to be.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'll try to catch up with you. Me and Bob may try to catch up with you sometime next weekend and see how y'all are doing, and maybe get to talk to you some if you're around. So.
Yeah, if you're pre-fishing
Yeah, that
this,
sounds-
if you're pre-fishing
great.
this week, I may see you because I'm going to be up there Tuesday, Wednesday, and
Okay.
Thursday of both weeks. So I'll be watching for a blue Hobie. With,
Yeah, I guarantee you, there's already some other people down there free fishing, so I'm sure if you see some kayaks
Yeah.
out there, they're
Right.
out there scoping it out.
okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Look forward to it.
All right. Well, we'll let you go here. We appreciate you calling.
All righty, thank you very much. It was nice talking to y'all.
All right. See you later.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Well, that'll be good. We'll get to see that next week. So we'll say this: most all the marinas have got a good supply of these mats in them. The only one that doesn't have it right now is Axton's, and I think they probably will. It just they haven't quite yet, but we talked with them this weekend, and I'm sure they'll get on board here for long. But anywhere around the lake, you can get those mats. Now the book, you have to order that through us. No, nobody's carrying these right now, and I'm not sure we're going to make them available. Volume 1 or Volume 2, and along with the navigation chip. Also, the people that use Garmin, they can use that Lowrance chip because it has no routes. It won't mess you up on that. So, I mean, it's just waypoints. So, the Lowrance chip for that, if you use Garmin and you want a chip for that book, just order the Lowrance chip, and I may make a note in there saying that it does work in there. We've had some people that it does work for. So, at any rate, the one that you do every week.
Yeah.
Last week got canceled, and this week it's LFA, right? And so in LFA, you can fish any part of the lake here. Who's your partner this week?
Jackie Price.
Jackie Price. Okay,
Fished
you
Jackie
got a good
several
in there.
times. Yeah, he is a good one.
He's good. I've seen him do really well.
Yeah.
And so, do you guys know what you planning on doing?
Well, I'm gonna pre-fish Glade, and depending on how I do there, I'll either stay there or I'll go to the Lake Fork side. If I go to the Lake Fork side, I'll probably go to the
What is we say Lake Fork side?
Yeah, the Lake Fork Creek side, the big side.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was a little.
Yeah.
I lost. Like I'll ball it.
I go into Birch because it's getting to be time for those fish are starting to move up somewhere.
Okay.
I mean, it's that time of the year, and
Yeah.
anywhere from the middle of February, and even though we haven't had any real warm weather this week, it has not been cold. It's
Yeah.
it's been 50 degrees at night, so that water's coming on up, and those fish are. There's some of them that are thinking about it and they're moving up shallow.
Yeah.
I'm going to try some real shallow water and just see what I find in some of the some of the newly flooded grass and stuff. See if I can find anything there, but I'm pre-fishing.
So are you still doing the rattle trap right now? Or are you
Yeah,
going?
throwing
Okay.
a trap. But when I get up that shallow, I go back to the Carolina rig fluke usually.
Okay. So
It works better in the flooded vegetation. You just throw a rattle trap in something like that, and you got to hit him in the mouth because
Yeah.
it gets a
Right.
big wad of grass on it real
Yeah.
quick. But
So that's the LFA tournament. You know, we do the hardcore tournament too every other week too as well. So and on it you had to fish a particular part of the lake, but on LFA you had to fish you can fish any part of the lake. So at any rate, the weather this week, and it looked pretty good to me. I thought. I
Yes.
mean,
surprisingly good.
yeah. Now it's rains the day before, but 100% the day before. but you're getting 0% on Thursday
Yeah.
supposedly, unless that changes, you know, and temperature's not too bad, you know, so you're gonna be getting a lot of runoff. If you get a lot of rain, I don't know how much rain they're talking about. It's
Significant amounts is what I've been seeing.
big parts. Okay, so
That muddies the water up quite a bit, but that muddying the water up, the shad like that, and of course if the shad like it, the bass do too.
oh, okay.
So I've caught a lot of big fish out of water that's extremely muddy. So I don't shy away from it. I'd much rather fish muddy water than clear water.
Yeah. Yeah, I